friends, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Dee. I am the creator of this channel, and on this channel I do a variety of different things, a lot of beauty, a lot of skincare stuff, and a lot of DIY or at-home eyelash extensions. So I kind of dived into the at-home lash extension world last year, and kind of after I started lash extensions going professionally, I hated them and wanted a different alternative. So I kind of went into this whole rabbit hole of DIY at-home lash extensions. So I have other videos that I have done. I have tried out a variety of different brands. So I will link some of those videos below in case you're interested, in case you're just now getting into the at-home eyelash extension world and are interested in some of the other products that I have tried out. So today's video is going to be a kind of a first impressions and try on of the Lilac St Dawn lashes. So to me, these are probably the thinnest lashes that they have. They do retail for $7, which is pretty standard for the rest of the lashes, and they do come in a variety of different sizes. So I got 10 millimeter and 12 millimeter. So I figure I'm gonna do kind of a doe eye look where I'll do a little bit shorter, the 10 millimeters in the corner of my eyes, and then have it fanned out to the 12. So that's the look that I'm hoping to accomplish. I wanted to show you guys a comparison of the originals versus the Dawns so that you can kind of see, because to me, I feel like the originals are the most classic, the most natural, but I felt like that until I got these. So hopefully you guys can see it. So at the bottom are the Dawns and at the top are the originals. So to me, the Dawns look very, very similar. They are, even though they look like the same, they are the same length, 12 millimeter. For me, the Dawns look a little bit longer, and I feel like the originals are just a tad bit darker, just a smidge darker. They also are a little bit thicker, the originals, where the Dawns are a little bit more sparse. So not significant difference. Let me show you the 10 millimeters, because I feel like there is a difference between the 10 millimeters. So this one, you can see a little bit more of a difference. So the top is the originals, the bottoms are the Dawns. So you can just see the originals are a lot, to me, a little bit thicker, blacker, and I still feel like the Dawns at the bottom are just a tad smidge longer, even though they're supposed to be the same length. So what I'm gonna do with this video, I'm gonna real quick go over the tools and the different accessories, if you will, that I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using the Lilac St wand, lash wand, I don't even know what it's called. This is by far my favorite because it is pointy enough at the end where I can really get in there if I need to fix it, but it's not a super exaggerated curve. So when I'm going to fuse my eyes, I feel like I don't pinch myself as much as with the other wands that I've tried. So absolutely love this. The other thing that I'm gonna be using is the Lilac St Pro Glue. I did a complete video on this when it first came out. I've used it ever since. It is by far my favorite glue. First off, because it is a micro wand, this is the easiest method I have found of applying DIY lashes. To me, when you have to dip every individual lash in, it just takes too long and I don't like it. I like to just do this. It's more of a natural movement for me, and I feel like it goes a lot quicker. The other thing I like about it is this glue gets tacky very, very quickly. So I've tried other glues where you have to wait like 25, 35 seconds in order to get the glue tacky. This is tacky within a couple seconds, so it greatly decreases the time, and it decreases that guessing game. Like, when is it ready? I don't know. Let me test. Oh, it's flopping over. It's not ready. Let me give it 10 more seconds. It's a lot of like guessing. This is, to me, dummy proof. It's ready in a couple seconds, boom, you start applying them on, and it shortens the time. The other thing I like about this is I can get 7-8 days wear out of this. Now, I have never tried to do longer because I never like to, because by then the lashes start looking like I'll get makeup in them, and I like to give my lashes a little bit of break. So I'll do my lashes on the weekend, and then usually Friday night, I will take off my lashes, clean my face, do all my other skincare stuff, and then reapply my lashes usually on a Sunday. So that way I have a couple nights, like 2 nights where my lashes are free and they can, you know, kind of get a break. So I really like that. The other thing that are not Lilac St that I'm gonna be using is the little blow tool. I have not seen any other brand carry this. I just like it because it speeds up the glue drying time, even though it's super tacky and I can put it on. To me, I just like to do this after the glue, after I have my lashes on, because I feel like it helps with that. The other thing I'm gonna use is the Lashify Pre-Cleanse. I have found that doing a pre-cleanse significantly helps with the bond and with the longevity. So if you're just getting into the lash world, make sure that you get some kind of pre-cleanse because it will make a difference on how long your lashes stay. I have used the Lashify. I'm probably only 3/4 of the way through because I don't use, you just dip a little Q-tip in and go. So you don't use a lot. It works. It is what it is. The last thing that I'm gonna be using is the Lashify Glass Bond. This is the same glass bond that I've been using for probably a year now. I got it in the Lashify kit and it's one of those things, it works, I have it, I'm just gonna use it. But one thing I do like about it is it does have that little ball at the end and it's really nice to go in, and I'll apply that afterwards. So in this tutorial or in this try on, I'm not gonna talk through it, I'm gonna speed it up because I feel like I've done a lot of videos, and I'll link those down below where I kind of talk through that. I will do a full on like in-depth tutorial coming up in the near future, but today is just going to be really trying out these lashes, giving first impressions and letting you see them on somebody's eyes, because sometimes that helps with picking out which one you want. So let's go ahead and get into it. That is the finished look. I have like a pimple right there. It's driving me insane. I tried to cover it up, but look like Rudolph. But anyways, so I really like them. They are very, very natural. Definitely, if you're looking for something that's even more natural than the originals, these are the way to go. You can tell like they are, I wouldn't say barely there, but they are very, very just subtle, pretty, elegant, not in your face. To be honest, to me, it doesn't do anything for me. I think what I'm gonna try to do is stack a little bit of them, even though I don't have a lot of the 12 millimeters because they're brown. I think I'm gonna try to go in. I do have 2 more of the 12s. So I think I'm gonna stack the outside just to kind of give a little bit more of that fan look. And maybe we'll go in with the top of the 10 millimeter, just because to me, it's like very, very barely there. And I feel like I could just slap on mascara and kind of essentially get the same look. That's my personal opinion. I still think these lashes are very pretty and they will fit somebody, but it's just not my personal preference. I do like my lashes to be a little bit more bold, a little bit more dramatic. And that's why I really, really like the originals, because I feel like they're just a slight thicker and a slight bit darker, and it's just enough to give that little bit of va-va-voom. So I'm gonna go ahead and stack it, see how this turns out. That's better. I feel like they're still very natural. They're not in your face. They're not super dramatic, but you can now like actually see them, and they're very, very pretty, very, very elegant. Like I said, they're not my personal preference. I wanted to try them out first off to show you guys what they look like, because it is easier sometimes to actually see them on somebody instead of just looking at them in the packaging. But I'm trying to find like my favorite Lilac Street lashes. I have been very honest on my channel. I am not privy to any brand. I am not brand specific. If one company comes out with a good lash, then I'll purchase that lash. I don't care about the brand. But consistently, I have been very, very happy and very, very pleased with the Lilac Street lashes. And it's something that I go back to every single time. I will try out a new brand and I'm like, yeah, it's okay. But either it's more expensive, it takes longer in shipping, the shipping is more expensive, or the quality's worse. And I always go back to Lilac Street is my kind of go-to lash. So I still prefer the originals over this, even though I think they're very, very pretty, definitely with stacking. But it's kind of a mix between the originals and the Midnight, probably my favorite. Oh, I forgot to go and I'm gonna fuse them. So that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and blow these out so that way they're dry, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Until next time, bye.